They sent me a cease and desist letter for my unsightly agricultural operation. So I sent them a bill for $20,000. My name's Leo. I own 5 peaceful acres just outside the fancy Whispering Pines development. My world is dirt, grapevines, and quiet sunsets. Theirs is manicured lawns, beige houses, and rules about mailbox polish. We were neighbors who never spoke, until their new president Gary decided my working vineyard was bringing down the aesthetic. It started with letters. Then, one Tuesday, it escalated. I was pruning when 2 men in branded HOA polo shirts marched right past my private property sign. "Sir," the taller one said, holding a clipboard like a shield, "the unauthorized structure behind you violates our community visual standards. It must be dismantled." He pointed at my old hand-built tool shed. Before I could even speak, they started taking photos of my land, my home, my life. The violation was breathtaking. I hired a surveyor, not a lawyer. And that's when I found the twist in plain sight. The original 1970s land deed for Whispering Pines had a critical flaw. To access the city water main, their entire neighborhood relied on a utility easement, a 10-foot wide strip that ran right through the heart of my property. They literally needed my land to flush their toilets. My revenge was quiet, precise, and perfectly legal. I didn't yell, I filed paperwork. I invoked my right to terminate the non-essential portion of the easement for redevelopment of the servient estate. My redevelopment, a nice, tall, vine-covered trellis system. Right across that strip of land, the city approved it. Then I sent the HOA board a certified letter. They had 30 days to reroute their water lines at their own expense, or the dig would begin. The fallout was delicious. Without the easement, their only option was to tear up half their own pristine streets to run new pipes. Homeowners got hit with a special assessment, $20,000 each. Gary's presidency ended in a shouting match at a community meeting. For sale signs popped up like weeds. Their property values, the thing they worshipped, tanked overnight. They requested a meeting. Gary, deflated, stood on my porch. "Is there any way we can work this out?" I smiled, handed him a bottle of my Cabernet. "The easement stays. But any HOA member steps foot on my land again and I pour concrete." "We good?" He nodded, the irony bitter on his tongue. Sometimes the biggest power move isn't fighting on their turf. It's realizing they're standing on yours. Then share your thoughts in the comments.